Custom streaming. It says it's setting it up. Redirecting to can't reach this page. Oh, can't reach a page. Oh no.
What are you? You're on Restream?
Yeah. Do you see the live streaming? Did it show up yet? Oh yeah, it says it's custom streaming live.
Uh, yeah, we're on. Okay,
Just gotta check Facebook.
I'll just start then.
Go for it.
All right, this is our Happy New Year. This is the first webinar of the new year 2024. And this is part of Ask the Marketing Experts. This is Lance Luke and Martin Pea. Our subject today is AI marketing, revolutionizing small business now. So let me get kind of was on the wrong screen. Okay, here we go. Um, this webinar is presented by Expert Media Matters, which is a uh, digital marketing and business consulting uh, service provider located in Honolulu, Hawaii. But as you know, we have clients all over the US and basically all over the world, because when you're doing online marketing, you don't have to physically be in one place. So it was interesting because my wife and I were in Portugal during the holidays, and I was still working, helping clients and all that. Not much, maybe half an hour or 1 hour a day, but that's the nature of where we're at today with the internet and social media and that kind of stuff. So, um, presented by national marketing experts Lance Luke and Martin Pea. And by the way, I have an announcement. You see this, the top photo, if you can see, that's me and Jack Canfield, who's the author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. And I was invited by Jack to uh, be an author in his upcoming book. I forgot what the title of it was, but anyway, I'm working on participating, and it should come out this year and should be interesting because Jack always draws a lot of readership and audience. So hopefully it'll be a bestseller like a whole bunch of his books, and I'll fill you in on more information as it comes up. And why do we actually give these webinars? Well, it was partly due to our clients and customers and other people who we network with asking us to basically share our information, share our stories on how we do things uh, as a small business, how we run our shop, and the focus is basically on marketing. So we decided maybe 2 or 3 years ago to put this webinar series together to help small business owners and entrepreneurs build, manage, and market online. And marketing online involves not only uh, creating and reinforcing your brand, but also a lot has to do with social media posting and blogs, and even your websites and articles and things like that. So hopefully we can share information to help you guys, small business owners. And it doesn't matter whether you're located in the same location as us, which is in Honolulu, Hawaii, or the same state. It doesn't make a difference whether you're in other states in the US or even different countries around the world. The same pretty much protocol on business marketing comes into play. So what I'm going to explain to you doesn't only apply in the United States. So you can take the information and it applies anywhere you are, any kind of business. We don't talk about business law too much because every country has a different set of rules and regulations. But as far as marketing is concerned, when I make a post on social media, people see it from Honolulu, Hawaii. They see it from Colorado. They see it from Portugal. So it's wide open. And it depends who you're marketing to. And if you're marketing to only people in your state, let's say, or only to people in a certain profession or demographic, then when you create your marketing program, you have to really target your market audience. So today's topic, AI marketing for small business owners. So let's get started and see what we can learn here. Online marketing. So the impact of AI on marketing and small businesses, there's computers, machine learning, ML. Now, there's no way to use AI if we didn't have computers. And with the AI now, a lot of companies have gotten into the business of AI, and it's not only the big players. You got a lot of small players who are using AI and promoting AI and even selling their little widgets or products that are AI based. So in concert with that, there's what's called NLP, which is natural language processing. There's also predictive analysis, and you don't have to worry too much about these terms. And I don't worry too much about terms like Chat GPT or OpenAI, Chat GPT 5, and all these other terms you may hear. I'm not too concerned about the terminology. I'm concerned about how is this system helping me and my clients in doing business and marketing. So it doesn't matter if you want to research and find out what all these acronyms mean and all that, that's fine. And or if you want to talk the same language as these AI people, then but that's really not for me, although it's good to understand. So in concert with the AI marketing, there's key concepts and tools. There's an AI marketing framework, and not to get too technical about it, there's a whole bunch of different things on the list, and it could encompass the AI itself is being used for all kinds of things. And believe it or not, AI has been around for years, many years. It just became popular in the late 2023. And the reason why is because it became open basically to the public, was offered to the public. In the past, it was all private companies using AI, and the public wasn't really involved. You didn't have access to it. But now the general public has access to it. In fact, free access. And in some cases, if you want a higher tier access, then you have to pay for that. But it's not that expensive. I think I pay maybe $20 a month or something like that for the use of AI. And this is a higher version of AI. It's not the free one. So as you know, when you pay, you get more bells and whistles and those kind of things. So recently, there's even a Chat GPT store that opened, and people are trying to market whatever wares they're selling as far as trying to make money using AI. And hopefully it works. I'm doing some research on that now. So let's talk about some key concepts and tools, AI for marketing. And this is the reason why I started using AI is for marketing. That's the main reason. The other reason I use AI is for education and information. So Um, in the past and even currently, people are, when you want to research something, you kind of go on Google, right? Let's go on Google and, enter in some words, and I want to find out about, this person or what this company, and you use Google for that. I still use Google, but I use AI, uh, maybe 50-50. Um, because sometimes, the AI can give you more specific information than Google. But so AI is being used in the medical profession, in the automobile. Almost every single industry is involved in AI. I have a company, construction management, as a construction engineer, and in the construction field, we're using AI. And I mean, we're just begun. It's the tip of the iceberg in the AI use. So it's going to get more and more useful as time goes on. So there's customer relationship, CRM, customer relationship management. So you can use AI for that. It's also automated email marketing. So what Martin and we have several companies, and we use virtual assistants to help us. And these are real people. These aren't AI robots. So we have real human beings that we hire, and they're called virtual assistants, and they don't live in the same area that we live in. In fact, we haven't even met them in person. We have a team of assistants that are in the Philippines that do a lot of work for us, and they're using AI a lot to help, to get information, to set things up for us. And we are heavy into using AI for our marketing purposes, and that's what our assistants do in the Philippines. And it's partly training, and it's partly doing. So you kind of have to get trained a little first to understand how to use AI before you use it. So that's what's going on now. And for us to be able to help our clients market, we're using AI for that too. I'll explain more later as we go through. Here's some real world examples of small business marketing and thriving with AI. So you get personal success stories, and people email me and do Facebook messaging and all that, and clients that we work with on a small business level, uh, they give us stories about how in the past they didn't know what to do, or they were stuck, or it was like not happening. And with the help of AI and our business expertise, we're able to help them. I'll give you an example of myself. Um, 6 months ago, I was writing my own social media posts, my own articles for blog and posting, and my own everything. And it took me an hour or two to write one simple social media post to post on Facebook. Why did it take so long? Well, I have to write it out and look at it and revise it again. And once I get it to where I think it's good, then I have to find a image, search online for an image that I can use that corresponds with uh, the subject matter of my posts. And it took a long time. And even putting together webinars takes hours, because we have to get our ideas, we have to make an agenda, we have to create a PowerPoint and all that. So instead of me doing all the work, then the next step is I don't have time to, make 30 social media posts and 10 different PowerPoints and all that. So that's where my virtual assistants come in. But then they're bogged down too. So when the Chat GPT OpenAI came out, I said, hey, let's start using this. So I started using it myself, and then I said, well, you guys take over. So I'll give an example, a good example. What took me 1 hour to make one social media post now takes ChatGPT less than 30 seconds. And if it doesn't come out the way I want it to, you go back in and ask ChatGPT by prompting, by giving more specific information. For instance, I can go on ChatGPT and say, give me an agenda for a webinar called AI marketing for small businesses or something like that. And, they crank something out. I go, oh, this isn't what I wanted. So I have to, give more specifics or things like that. So AI personally has helped Martin and I tremendously. And for the $20 a month, uh, it's well worth it, right? So it's saving me so much in time alone. And of course, there's a caveat. You don't you don't use AI and just, pass it over. For instance, if AI writes a social media post for you, you don't just post it. You have to review it to see if everything is acceptable or not, and you have to edit it yourself. Yes, we do a lot of editing. We do a tremendous amount of editing, but that's because we're not just passing it over without reviewing it or anything. The next thing is chat bots and customer service. How many of these big companies you go online and you try to buy something or you have a question and they tell you chat? In some cases, they don't even have a number to call. They don't even have they don't even want to talk to you, right? They don't have like a real person. Um, so you're chatting, and you're actually chatting with a computer, basically, right? And this is all in text. Soon you're going to be able to do voice chatting, and that's the customer service of these companies. And sometimes it gets frustrating because these chatbots, like I have a simple question and they're asking me all these questions, and I'm like, had I talked to a real person, this conversation could have been over in a minute. But yet I'm on 6 minutes now chatting with this computer and I'm not even getting my question answered. So in some cases, we're not there yet, but to the company, it's saving them time and money because they're not paying a real person to answer the phone. And I guess what happens is if you chat so much, and you can't get anywhere, then there must be a secret code, or what you say is, operator or receptionist or customer service, live person or something like that. And hopefully, you get to talk to somebody live. And there's social media. We use AI consistently for our social media posts. So personally, because Martin and I have different companies, we post to social media every single day and maybe numerous posts just to brand awareness, get our names out there and all that. And then we also post for marketing. So for instance, to market this webinar, we've had, I don't know, maybe 20 different posts on different social media platforms such as LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, uh, with different channels that we use and different Facebook pages that we use for different companies and purposes. So uh, that's how we kind of spread the word around. Some more practical steps and tips. We use AI to help our business. So we access our business needs. We use AI to help give us ideas. What tools should we use? Also, we use AI for training and integration. Um, and that's really helpful. Right now, we're actually working on setting up a virtual assistant company, and uh, which is an agency that we have, but we're expanding. And then we decided to expand and create a VA association, and then also a VA academy. And so the VA academy is to train people who want to be virtual assistants. So we're using AI to help create courses and support the content that we have for training. And we're going to have a whole module of different courses for training on different things like social media marketing, bookkeeping, that kind of thing. So we're using AI for that. So we're really, I mean, what would take us 2 years to complete all that would take us half the time or maybe even less. Now, what's the future of AI for marketing and small businesses? Well, we're continuing to use AI, and uh, it's going to get better and better. It's going to get faster and faster and easier. But you heard the term garbage in, garbage out. Well, if you prompt, and prompting is just asking AI what to do. AI is sitting there waiting for you to basically tell it what to do. And if you just tell AI, I want you to create a list of topics that I can talk about for small businesses, it'll crank out a whole list of things, right? But then you want to narrow it down, because the list you give is going to include automotive, construction, medical, agriculture, and all that. So you have to be more specific, be as specific as you can. And in the beginning, try it out just as a game, like you're talking to the computer and kind of testing what the computer knows about different things. And in some cases, it doesn't know everything. And you're going to have to see what it knows and what it doesn't know. And the other thing is that it may just totally fail on giving you information, or it'll give you information, but it's wrong. Okay, so it's not 100% perfect at this point. Okay, so actually that was a short presentation, but um, let me let you know that our webinars are, we've been doing it for about 3 years now, and our Ask the Marketing Experts series of webinars, we started off with um, traditional methods of marketing, such as advertising, uh, branding, websites, non-AI. I think we've done like 2 years of non-AI webinars. How to create your brand, how to get known now, what to do to market, how to network. I mean, all these different things are available on our website, and I'll give you the link shortly. And so you actually didn't miss it. You missed the live version of the webinar. But guess what? We record every single webinar of ours and we put it on our website. So you have access to numerous webinars that we've given, and you can watch it anytime. You don't need a Netflix or Peacock or Disney account or anything. You can even, take some time and stream a whole bunch altogether and pick a topic, and we would promote that, and it's all available for you free. That's what you missed. Now, what's coming up? We have a whole list of different topics, and a lot of them are AI based, but that's where we're heading. So um, review our list of topics, sign up, and you can sign up now for our webinars through the year, because we have posted the whole list on our website, and it's available to sign up. Now, if you can't make it, still sign up anyway, if you're interested, because once you sign up, we capture your email, and as soon as the webinar is recorded and available for replay, we email you that link to watch the webinar. So you would get it, be one of the first people to have the website, the webinar available. So our company is expertmediamatters.com. And here's our website for the webinars, askmarketingexperts.now.site. Now, I wrote a book about AI that's available on Amazon, and we're going to post, I think within the next couple of weeks, we're gonna put the link to that book on our website under the publication section, so you have access to that. And it's a very simple book. You can probably read it in less than an hour, although it took me hours to write. But we're going to put that up free, although it's also available on Amazon. And then let me talk to you about some interesting things. If you're in Hawaii now, we're inviting you to join our Best Hawaii Business Directory. Join now for free. It doesn't matter what kind of business you have. You don't even have to have a brick and mortar storefront. If you have a business and you work out of your house or work out of your garage, or you have a company that you sell at the farmers markets, you sell things, or you have a company that you sell things at the Aloha Swap Meet, or you have a lunch wagon, you can still advertise, right? This is not like Yellow Pages where they're a lot stricter. So it's free to list your company and promote that way. And why do we do this? Well, we're doing this to help business owners because the economy is not that good. So we're trying to help in any way we can. Now, if you want to pay for an upgraded listing, there's two other tiers, but we're not trying to sell you anything right now. We're just trying to promote. Now, speaking of tiers, if you're located on Maui, okay, any Maui business will get a free upgraded listing, which is worth either $10 or $20 a month or something like that. So go on the website and then find out more. And then in concert with that, we have a association called Small Business Hawaii, which is a networking association of small business owners. Network, share ideas, and help promote businesses in Hawaii. And that's now a free join. So what we're doing is if you sign up for the a listing in the directory, you're automatically a free member of Small Business Hawaii. We're working on a premiere a newsletter, which will be coming out soon. And it's going to be emailed to every business that has a listing in the directory and those small business owners who we want to network with. So right now we have a database of 140,000 companies listed or listings in our directory. So we're the biggest directory in Hawaii for small businesses or even medium-sized or large businesses. So to recap, use AI to your advantage. And the title of my book is Use AI, No Wondering Why. And I didn't touch on this, but we use AI to help build websites. We use AI for lead generation, social media posts, which we're heavy into that, blog content, we do a lot of that, and then, a lot more. We've used AI to help our clients actually create business plans, profit and loss statements, and all kind of other things. I mean, it's not only limited to marketing, it's limited to, business ownership and things like that. So our message to you is to take advantage while you can. And it's not 100% perfect, but in time we'll get there. So hopefully you learned something. And then normally I have our top 7 tips or something, but I don't know what happened to that. I guess we'll have to add that on later. So we're at the Q&A time. So you got questions, we got answers. We have our names and phone number and our email here. The other thing I might add is if you're on our Zoom platform, you can use the chat or Q&A feature. If you're on social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, you can make a post. We might not answer it live, but we'll promise to get to it. Also, if you have any ideas for topics for future webinars, please give us a heads up. We'll consider it. Although we have our webinar schedule for the entire year, we don't mind doing pop-ups if we feel that the subject matter is of importance. So we're game for that too. So let us know. If you're a small business owner and you have questions on how to market your business or things like that, reach out to us and we'll see how we can help you. So I'd like to open it up now for any questions or comments. If you don't have any questions, but you have comments, feel free to let us know also, okay? Because we thrive on feedback from people. How do we know if we're doing a good job? If nobody says anything, we don't know, right? So if there's something that you didn't like, we're open to listening to those comments also. We don't have a problem with that because we're always improving. Every day is an improvement day. It's a new year. It's the year of the dragon. So that's supposed to be a good year. So I'd like to wake Martin up if he fell asleep and see if got any questions from anybody. So Martin, are you around?
Yes, Lance, I am here.
Oh, you didn't fall
And
asleep?
no, not at all. I've been monitoring in the shadows here, watching and seeing what's happening on our streaming since we're doing some new streaming again this year. So I wanted to kind of make sure I didn't distract by everybody seeing me on the screen there, poking away at the keyboard there. So let me ask you a question that's come in here is first, in the context of small businesses, how seamlessly can AI marketing be integrated with traditional marketing methods? And there's a second part to this question, but I'll let you answer that first.
Okay, good. So what we recommend is to review your traditional marketing methods or what you're doing to market as a small business owner. For instance, are you putting ads? Do you have like commercials on TV or radio? Okay. Next thing is, do you have print advertising in newspaper or magazines? Okay. So you look at those and you look at the content and the images, and then you help AI create more content and feedback, and then you compare it with what you're doing and see if there's new ideas or things that you can help. Now, that's the traditional marketing. Then we incorporate our social media, our internet marketing, our digital marketing, which is what? Websites, blog posts, social media posts, even like webinars that we're giving. The webinars that we're giving we can use AI to help give us content. Uh, most of the content comes from our history of using AI and uh, our own personal stories. So I would say 90% at least of our content in our webinars are our own stories that we're telling to help people. They're not like AI generated. So that's the difference. But you kind of look at the two and then see how AI could help your traditional marketing methods. Now, here's here's something interesting. And there was a survey done, small business owners, and we do our own surveys too, and we ask business owners, whether our clients or not, what they're doing for marketing. And believe it or not, a lot of business owners are not doing social media marketing. They're not. And I'm like, why? It's like free or almost free, right? Now, there's, let me expand on that a little. There's a free version, like if you're gonna post to Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, and there's a paid version. Now, of course, the paid version, you can outline and select the demographics. So, for instance, I read a Facebook post about um, Expert Media Matters. It says, we're a digital marketing company. We can help you as a small business owner market online. Um, and I have an image, and then I decide to go on Facebook, okay, and pay. So when you go on Facebook, you select the demographics, and you're not gonna, like, the free Facebook page, you just post it and anybody will see it, right? Now, you don't want everybody to see it if you're going to be paying for it. You want only your target market, your target audience. So if you're selling widgets, let's say, right, you're going to pay for a Facebook post. You want to know who's in the market to buy widgets, right? Is it kids from 12 to 17? No, right? It's going to be the demographic market of adults, and then male, females, and then in the specialized market. Now you look for people who are going to buy widgets or already buying widgets, and that's who you set the demographic, age, location, and all that before you pay your money. Um, so it's a more targeted audience, and you try it that way. So that's how you do it on social media. Now, there's other social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, uh, and you might want to try it. But I would say at first try the free, and then see how that works, and then think about paying for advertising. So it depends. I mean, I know some people who promote on Facebook, and it's free, and they're getting business. And then some other people tried it, didn't work, and they resorted to paying for the ads. So it all depends. Now, this year is going to be a heavy year because it's election year. You're going to see so many political ads that are paid ads on all your social media, right? So, um, and I kind of don't like it, but they're paying big money for all those. So that's what's going to happen. So there's a lot of noise that's going to go on social media. So uh, be aware of that. So hopefully I answered that question. Was there a second part to it, Martin?
Yes, Lance, there is. And the second part is, are there specific challenges or considerations we should keep in mind when trying to blend AI strategies with more conventional approaches?
Well, one thing I can say, and a piece of advice is, don't like take the huge step where all of a sudden now your content turns into uh, and it's obvious that some computer AI driven entity actually wrote your marketing information. So people can tell if it looks too technical in nature, then uh, it might turn people off. So you want to still, you have a voice, okay? Whatever your voice was, and I'm not talking about your speaking voice, I'm talking about your uh, marketing voice. You have your personality, and it's going to show in your posting. So if all of a sudden you change and now you use this AI computerized voice, right? Um, People are gonna go, "Oh, what is this now?" I'm used to seeing posting by this restaurant, posting, uh, the new dishes that created, and I see the image, and then now it's like I don't even want to read because it seems like a robot's talking to me. So you gotta make sure that your voice is the same. So when people read it, right, they're reading it and they're hearing and it's consistent. It's like they're hearing you talking. So although we're not at that point yet, well, we are in some cases. They're reading text and it has to be the same person's talking basically. Now, if you want to do videos, which I recommend, then it'll be you talking, right? And not the computer talking. Although in the future, you're going to have computer generated human voices that sound like the person. It's going to sound like you. So people think it's you talking and it's really not. But that's for another time to discuss. But for right now, I think, that's a good tip for you.
Okay, Lance, thank you. We had a couple other questions here, and let me hit the next one. It says, as AI becomes more prevalent in marketing, are there any ethical considerations that small businesses should be aware of?
Yeah, you got to be careful because as with any technology, any new technology, there's good or bad, right? So you really gotta understand and use it for a positive purpose. Now, people are using AI for bad purposes. In fact, um, remember when these self-driving cars came out? Everyone thought, wow, this is cool. And then the cars got into all these accidents and all that. So it's just kind of like the same thing. I mean, there's bad people that are using AI now for bad purposes. So you just have to be cognizant and aware that it could be used in that nature. But if you kind of have strict guidelines and strict protocol, then um, it could be safer. You just want a safe environment for your company. I mean, it's crazy out there how people are using AI for all different things. And I mean, years ago, you would I would go watch movies and a lot of it was CGI, was animated, and it was all computerized stuff. So, half the movie could be computerized and all that, and you kind of don't know, which is which. But of course, some movies it's pretty obvious that it's computer generated scenes and all that. So, got to just be aware that it's out there. With anything, there's always good or bad. So just stay on the good side and hopefully you do the best you can.
Thanks, Lance. And there's the second part to this question, which asks, how can we ensure that our AI marketing strategies align with ethical standards and customer expectations?
Well, one thing right out of the box, I would say is you need to review every single thing that is cranked out by AI. So in other words, you're writing a social media post or a blog post or some information for your website. Don't just prompt AI to give you the information and then just, cut and paste and post it on your website or make a blog out of it or social media post. You have to read it first. And if it doesn't seem good to you, you take that content and you tweak it, you revise it, and you make it. First of all, you gotta see if it's correct information, okay? If it's factual, and then because people may fact check you and say, hey, the post you wrote is all BS and all that. That's not true. I don't think I want to read any more of your social media posts. Okay, so you got to do that, and then also make sure your voice is sounding like you talking, you stating this information, right? And if everything is acceptable to you, only then you're going to make the post. You click on to post it, right? You have to review every single thing. And I've had posts that AI made and I totally scratched it. I go, this is off. Doesn't even say what I want. So try again, AI. And you might you might have to do it 3 times, 5 times, 10 times before you get the right response. But it's okay, right? I don't know anybody, and I've done this myself, um, testing AI. I read a post and then I don't, then I go, okay, I wrote this post on my own using MI. What's MI? My intelligence. Okay. So then I compare it. So I test AI. I said, write a post about this subject, and then it cranks it out. And sometimes I'm like impressed, like, oh, AI wrote a better post than me. So a lot of times it's like marketing posts, and you can do that too. And then I'm also training my own Lance AI to be used for chat purposes, for information, because I'm not going to have time to answer hundreds of questions that come up regarding building and construction. So I'm creating a Lance AI for people to go on chat and then type in a question. There's cracks in my building, what kind of crack it is, or what should I do about it, or whatever. And then the AI can answer that. It'll save me a whole bunch of time. And then if they don't get the right answer, they can always email me, and then I'll try to help them further. But I think probably 90% of the responses of the questions that people are going to ask, the uh, the Lance AI would be able to answer it. You know why? Because all my webinar content, webinar content, my website content, my blog posts, my books that I wrote are all going to be fed into the AI specifically for me. So it's basically going to have all this information. And I think in some cases, it'll do better than me because um, I could have wrote a blog post 3 years ago and I kind of forgot what I wrote. And then the AI is not going to forget, right? So it'll be able to answer it correctly. But one thing that I have over AI is they don't have my brain. They don't have all the experiences and expertise that I have. They only have the information that's available, the content. So they can only do so much. So in the future, I'm going to be testing. I'm going to go on my own AI and question and ask hard questions and see what kind of answer they give. And, that's part of training. It's baby steps first. And then uh, the answers that the Lance AI cannot give, then I'll give the AI the answer. So in the future, it'll be able to help people. And what I wanted to do was, and partly, I had this vision to set it up because of the Lahaina fire, right? There's thousands of people that need to rebuild their houses and all that. So I wanted to set up um, a chat bot to be able to answer people's questions about anything, about design, getting a permit, what kind of materials do I use, how do I select a contractor, and all that. All that I want available for free, right? So they're not paying because we need to help people. And I thought that was a good idea. I don't have it set up yet, but that was my vision maybe a month or so after the fire happened, right? So we're always trying to help people, and we have a website up already regarding the Lahaina fire, but I want to set up that chatbot AI feature to help people for free. We're not asking for any money or anything. We just want to do this to help the community, help the cause, and I'm even thinking about another Lance business AI for small business owners. So we'll see. So um, Martin, I didn't get give you a chance to ask the second part of the question.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I thought I did, but let me just double check it here and see. I'll ask it anyway. How can we ensure that our AI marketing strategies align with ethical standards and customer expectations? I think you answered that.
Oh,
Yeah,
was that the second part?
yeah, that was the second part.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
into a Lance AI and I got carried away and I forgot the
No
that you already
problem.
asked the
No problem.
question. But anyway, um, be careful with AI, but uh, we're we're using AI, like I said, for our marketing, heavy on social media marketing. And I mean, before the use of AI and posting, uh, like let's talk about LinkedIn. I was getting maybe 10 views or whatever you call it on LinkedIn. And then the last message I got from LinkedIn, I had like 600 something uh images or whatever you call it on LinkedIn. So that's a big jump from 30 to 600, right? So it's happening. Now, am I getting any business yet? No, but that's a start because like on Facebook, I was posting a lot about different things having to do with my construction management business. And I'm not even asking, when I post, I'm not asking directly asking for business. I'm not saying, here I am, use me for your building inspections or your construction management. I'm I took a different twist, and my twist was education and games. Okay. What that means is I would make a post, okay, roofs, a typical house roof would last 30 years. Here's a picture of a house roof. Is your roof like this, right? Check your roof. Have it, if you have heavy rain, we just had a huge rainstorm, heavy wind and all that, check your roof after that. So I make these posts for education purposes. And then people call or email and say, oh, I've been seeing your posts and I need someone to come check my roof out. Can you come and check it out? Or I have a game. I take a picture of cracks in a building or potholes. It says, what's wrong with this picture? So by doing that, I generate interest, right? And then people go, oh yeah, I've seen your post and I need somebody to come out and look at my, parking lot and tell us what we should do. So these things generate interest. And then, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I drive over to the condo building and they have this huge parking lot. And I say, well, your asphalt is shot. You can't fix it. And they go, well, why can't we patch the potholes? I said, it's too far gone already. Your road's just should have been done years ago. Oh, you think you can help us with that? Well, what kind of help you need? Well, we need somebody to write the specs and go out for bid. We don't know what contractors to use, and we need somebody to like make sure that the job's done correctly. Oh, okay. So they end up hiring me. So my method seemed to work for me, and every year I get at least $10,000 worth of work just from my free Facebook posting. So if small business owners can do that, right? I mean, that's a good thing. And when I tell people, they go, "What? Are you sure?" I go, "Yeah." It's in, and I didn't know. It just started off small, and then next thing I know, when I went back and looked, and I realized that, oh, yeah, that was fun. To make $10,000. Oh, how much did you spend? Zero. Then and then some other clients go, "Oh, wait a minute. You told me that you actually pay for Facebook ads." I go, "Yeah, I do, and I keep track of those." And you know what? The paid Facebook ads didn't do as good as my free Facebook posting. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should do more free Facebook posting. But um, that was for my construction management business. Now, when I do, I don't do too much paid ads, to tell you the truth. Martin, maybe we should look into that and test it out and see if that works or not. Because I don't know, it may be. I mean, this year maybe not the year to do that because we're going to get barrage totally with all this political stuff that I don't even want to read. I get I get texts, and I don't know where these people got my number from. Get these texts. Oh, we're taking a survey of Nikki Haley, and I'm like, I'm not voting for her. So, and I delete, and all this Trump stuff, Biden stuff, and I'm like, enough already. So I decided that personally, uh, I unsubscribe to a lot of newsletters and things because I just don't have the time. I'm I'm creating like several new businesses too, so I got to concentrate my time on that. But yeah, so to sum it up, small business owners think about using AI. If you're scared about it, call us up and we'll try to unscare you. It's not, I mean, you just got to take the baby steps. Initially, I wasn't scared. I was more curious about how does this thing work, right? I want to see if it's smarter than me. And then I came to the conclusion that it's not, right? But in general, it is, but you can't expect a computer to be smarter than a human. But you hear these stories, oh, the AI is going to take over the world and they're going to control everything, and the humans are going to be lost causes and all that. And like, I'm not sure about that. But remember one thing, okay? You still need a human to use AI, right? I gotta physically go on my computer and ask AI, prompt AI. I have my assistants have to go on and so you still need a human. We're not at that point where, but you keep hearing the news, all these jobs are being cut because of AI and all that. Okay, that's true, right? But you still need humans to do different things. A human, like my construction management business, I got to go out there and physically inspect construction. AI can't do that. Maybe in the future, a robot can be trained to do that, but we're not there yet, but we're there now as far as marketing for small businesses. So, you know, use AI. If you don't understand or need more information, call us. If you want to know the platforms that we use for AI, let us know. If you want us to help you with your small business, reach out to us. We have happy clients. You see Martin smiling because our clients are happy. We ask them, what do you need? And, we give them what they need. And we're not shutting people out of information. In fact, I think we give too much information. You heard of open AI? We're like open Lance and Martin. We give more information and we're not asking for any money in return at this point. Although I've had people say, you guys gotta monetize your webinars. You guys like got a lot of people watching and all that. You want to make money? And I said, oh, we want to make money, but we're actually making money now from doing our consulting with small business owners. But yeah, maybe in the future we'll see. So take advantage of our free webinars on demand. Because one day you may go to our website and it's going to say, please enter your credit card information to be able to access our webinars or whatever. But hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we'll see. Martin, do you have any last words before we sign off?
Well, I just say this, you did a great job today on the AI
Thank you.
introductions. And something everybody needs to remember is that AI is just a tool. It's just a tool, but it's probably one of the most productivity tools that's ever been introduced for many. And like you say, you're starting to give away our secrets, but that's actually what we ultimately want to have everybody realize is that you just need to have the right tools. And we've come across and we're able to use some amazing AI tools that are doing all kinds of amazing things for not only us, but a lot of small businesses. So that's the key. Just use
Okay,
the tool, and be more
great.
productive. Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned before, you can always stop me at any time if you feel I'm giving too many trade secrets.
Oh no, that's fine. We'll be sharing a lot of them more this year. This is going to be the year of the AI secrets.
Yeah, the year of the dragon AI. All right, sounds good. So on behalf of Martin and I and Ask Marketing Experts um webinar series, we thank you for joining us. Remember that if you're watching the recorded version, you can still post on LinkedIn and Facebook and I don't know what other platforms, and it will try to respond to you in a timely manner. Sign up for a future webinar. If you're a small business owner, I know it's not easy. Martin and I know we struggle. We feel your pain, and that's part of the reason why we do this to, help our business Ohana. Sign up for a listing in the directory, and then you're a member of Small Business Hawaii. We got good things going. I'm kind of excited, and I know we're out of time, but let me tell you about this. We're coming up with a keiki art contest to promote our small business directory, and we're going to give away cash prizes and stuff. So that's what we're planning now. So heads up, you don't have to be a small business owner. I mean, we want to bring the keiki, the kids in, because the kids are the future. So we're going to have a contest and cash prizes. And, oh, by the way, Barton, I need the cash for the prizes. Um, so
Okay,
I mean
Lance.
that's upcoming. I'm even thinking about uh, um, a grand prize, giving away a ukulele. So that's why I don't mind giving our secrets out because I keep coming up with more ideas and all of that. So
Well, good. And I have good news for you. We
okay.
are on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Fantastic.
I saw it streaming over there.
Good. Well, I guess my scolding yesterday of our assistants worked. And I don't know. Sorry, it was like kind of erratic at that point. But anyway,
No
I mean, I
problem.
gotta put in a good word because we have a very good team of virtual assistants in the Philippines, and um, because I was a small business owner, I still am. We are. Um, and we started off, I started off with one. Remember, Martin, when we started, we're like, we got too much work. We can't keep up. We need an assistant. I said, well, we can find one locally, but let's try find one, a virtual assistant in the Philippines. And I interviewed like 5 people. I actually hired them, but they didn't turn out. And then one uh, person, L, who turned out, and I just kept piling more work on her. And then she said, "Oh, I can't keep up." And I go, "What? You said you could do all this work." She goes, "You're giving me too much work." I said, "Okay, you know what? Hire your own assistant then. In fact, you know what? Hire 2 assistants for you." So now we got like, I think we're up to 5 or 6 assistants. So we have a whole team. And because they're doing so good, I decided that, and then, I'm like, I didn't want to share, right? So this is all for me and Martin. Other business owners go, who's doing your flyer for you? Who made that for you? Did you do that? I go, no, I didn't do that. Who's actually editing the book? So then he said, well, I need an assistant. Can you help me? Can I use one of yours? So I said, let me think about it. So anyway, that's how it morphed into entirely new business. So we have a virtual assistant agency now, which we haven't marketed. I don't want people to be calling us for help because I don't have enough manpower right now. So we're creating the agency. I mean, if you have little tasks here and there, yeah, we can help you with that. So, yeah, I gotta hand it to them. I mean, it's amazing. They're helping me so much. And of course, they're benefiting too because they have jobs and it's helping them. So anyway, I have to put in a word for that because uh, a lot of times I just crack the whip and I don't tell them they're doing a good job. So I don't know if they're on this webinar listening, but they're probably going to hear it later. So I just do enough so they don't ask for a raise, right, Martin? So anyway, treat your workers nice because without them, I would be struggling. So anyway, we went overtime, but it's a good thing. So thank you everybody for attending. Sign up for the next webinar. It's all good. Watch our replays and we'll see you at the next one. Aloha. Bye.
Aloha.